Alright, well, it's been a while since we did a tag, so let's jump right on into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads. And today, guys, we are doing the impossible book tag. But before we get into that, please do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel grow. And you can check the description box down below for links to all of my social media, including Amazon wishlist if you want to send me a book, Patreon if you want to support the channel, Discord if you want to talk on a regular basis, and Instagram if you want to look at pretty pictures or, again, just more videos of me. It's all there for you to explore. Now, this is the impossible book tag that was created by Jake, the Bookish drummer, whose channel I will have linked in the description box down below. I was tagged by my good friend Chris from the Bearded Book Beast, whose video will also be in the description box down below. Been loving Chris's content. He will be linked down there. Please make sure you go subscribe to both Jake and Chris. They're fantastic. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this. I started watching Chris's video, and then I was just like, you know what? Like, I stopped halfway through, and I was like, I'm going to go record mine, because I know he tagged me in it. And then I'm going to come back and finish watching Chris's video. So I don't actually know the remainder of the questions, because I stopped watching because, frankly, like, I don't want to have prepared answers for this impossible book tag, because it's supposed to be like a would you rather type of deal. I believe it's 10 questions, and we're going to see just how these things go. Let's jump right on in with the first question. Question 1. Would you rather be able to reread your favorite book once every 10 years or be forced to read your least favorite book once per year? That's very easy for me because I don't do a lot of rereads. I don't have time for a lot of rereads. Most of this, well, I don't want to say most of it. I'd say like 45% of this behind me is unread. And again, this doesn't even include the ebooks or the audio and stuff like that I need to get to. So we're going to go my favorite book, treat myself once every 10 years. That way I don't have to read The Poppy War every single year because I would stop reading. Question 2. Would you rather be forced to get rid of all of your books by your favorite author or be forced to get rid of your entire library besides books by your favorite author? I'd probably get rid of the books. If we're talking just physical books, I'd get rid of my physical books by my favorite author very easily, because then I could at least have either the audiobooks or the ebooks. If I wasn't allowed to have them at all, I'd have to make sure like they were available through my, library or something like that. This is provided I can't get them back. I just need to be able to access those books in some format. So we're going to say get rid of my favorite author's books. Maybe it'll help me find a new favorite author. You never know. So somebody else could take the crown. Right now, I don't actually know who my favorite author is. My go-to answer in the past has been Robert Jordan. But I've been reading so much amazing stuff that I don't know. For a while, it sounded like David Gemmell was going to take the crown. And then maybe Robin Hobb was going to come in and snatch that. And then like Andrew Rowe or Will White. I don't know. Drew Hayes, they're all in that conversation. Jim Butcher. There's just so many authors that I have read and enjoy. So it's a hard one. That is almost impossible to answer. But I think I've vacillated enough. Anyway. Question 3, would you rather be able to read very short books, 300 pages or less, or very long books? I feel a bigger sense of accomplishment with shorter books just because I can get through more of them. And sometimes I look at the 700-page chunkers and I'm just like, ooh, that is going to be a trial to get through. And so I get kind of scared of the longer books sometimes. But also, sometimes longer books are just a treat because they just stay amazing. And sometimes they overstay their welcome. Meanwhile, I rarely feel like a 300-page book has overstayed its welcome. Although there's been a couple times. I'm looking at you, Cujo. Although I don't think that hit 300 pages. But still, Cujo could have been a novella. Fight me. I don't care. But yeah, we're going to go 300-page books. Final answer. Question 4. Would you rather your favorite series get a terrible adaptation or not get one at all? This has already happened to me with Wheel of Time. I would have rather not had a Wheel of Time adaptation than whatever that monstrosity is. I don't care if things are getting better. It's already bad and ruined, in my opinion. If you like it, I'm very happy for you. There's a reason I don't talk about the live adaptation, because I have nothing nice to really say about it, especially that first season. The first season was atrociously bad. So that's where I'm just going to kind of leave off on it. I was so excited when I heard Wheel of Time was getting adapted, and I sat down I remember I sat down we were doing a watch along on my Discord, and immediately the complaints just started rolling in. Like, all of the Wheel of Time fans were just crushed with this adaptation, and I would have rather it not happened at all. So, yeah, we're going to go with that one. Question 5. Would you rather an unfinished series have a terrible ending or remain unfinished forever? It's funny because if I hear, like, if somebody I have very similar tastes with kind of calls me up and says, hey, don't read that last book, it's awful, I won't read it. So I think I would rather it remain unfinished, honestly. This is where I'm currently at with Iron Druid by Kevin Hearn. I haven't read the final book because I've been told it is such a swing and a miss. So we're going to go unfinished forever. Question number 6. Let's see. Would you rather cut your reading time in half or cut your book buying budget in half? I would rather cut my I would rather cut my book budget in half so I could get caught up. Hold on. I don't actually know. This one's a hard one because if I cut my reading time in half, I would read less, which means I could spend more time with my family, which would be awesome. But if I cut my book budget in half, that means that the reading time that I do have will be more productive because I'm getting less behind because I'm not buying as many books. I could go either way here. I would be perfectly fine cutting my reading time in half, and I would also be perfectly fine cutting my book budget in half. So we're going to hedge and go both. Both of those sound fantastic. So, question 7. Would you rather be forced to listen to audiobooks at 3x speed or listen to an audiobook at half speed? Oh, both of those are awful because at 3x speed, like, the narrator sounds like a chipmunk. And I don't know, like, certain ones I can keep up at 3x speed. I couldn't do half speed because I would get irritated that it was taking forever. So if I have to choose one, we're going to go 3x speed, but they're both awful. They're both terrible, and I hate everything about that question. It angers me and offends me deeply to the core in my soul. Question number 8. Would you rather only be able to read physically or only be able to listen to audiobooks? Part of me is very happy that I listen to audiobooks, but another part of me misses physically reading, so if I had to give up one, I would give up audiobooks, realistically, just because of the joy. I can always listen to music or audio dramas or something like that, but audiobooks make it easier to get through more books, and sometimes the performances are amazing, but the true magic is just sitting there with a good book sometimes and just getting lost in a story. That was my childhood, was I would just lay in my bed for like 3 or 4 hours. I would like lay on the hand to the point where like the hand goes numb, and I would just turn pages. And there was just, like, I've been slowly rediscovering that, but it has been something that I feel like I've gotten away from a little bit, and I want to recapture, so 100% audiobooks can go. Let's see, question 9. Would you rather be stuck reading a mix of 3 and 4-star reads, or a mix of 1 and 5-star reads? Oh my goodness, that one's actually very difficult. I'd be fine with 3 and 4-star reads. They'd all be amazing. I would just be convinced that they were amazing, I guess. If I could only read 3 to 4 stars, maybe my meter would move, and then my 4 stars would become 5 stars. Ha! Outbrained you. Maybe not. I don't know. That could be a loophole. But it says nothing about DNFing, so we're actually going to go 1 and 5 stars, because I can DNF the 1 stars, because I am the DNF king, and then I'll only read 5-star books. So that's what we're going to go with. Next question. Question 10. This is the final question. Would you rather only watch your favorite booktuber or watch everyone besides your favorite booktuber? I'm going to go with watch everyone besides my favorite booktuber, because then I can discover a new favorite booktuber or get a wider range of recommendations. I already do this. Like, I think Mike is one of my favorite booktubers, and then, of course, we've got Nico and Alan and just Theo and a whole bunch of channels. But I watch a lot of booktube so I can get those recommendations and that good sort of well-rounded mix to discover some stuff that maybe I wouldn't discover if I was only watching one person. So we're going to go with everybody else. Tag, wrap up, and outro. I'm actually not going to tag anybody in specific because I've done so many tags in the past. I don't remember who I've tagged and who I haven't tagged. So if you're watching this and you want to do this, consider yourself tagged, and you can just say that I tagged you. But that's been pretty much the Impossible Book Tab. Some of these questions, Possible Book Tag. Some of these questions were really hard. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you like some of my answers. That's all I really got for today, guys. So till next time, peace out. Stay magical. Bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting my passion and my hobby. It means the world to me.